running 68% of its requested time, so I guess it's 10 minutes, right? Oh, there might be, even though you asked for 30 minutes, even though you asked for 30 minutes, it says you can't do that. Stop you at 10 minutes. It's confusing, isn't it? Temperature is really bad. Did you do an experiment?
Yeah, but on the input value, whenever you input it, it says seconds.
Oh, okay.
But on the graph, it says minutes.
Okay, so somebody needs to get in there and change that. Yeah, there is. All right, so let's go back a bit. Let me see, temperature and pressure. Hey, let me give you an example of flow, since it's not running right. Get back.
Yours, do you change the length or the constant? Because our tab is constant.
He was doing something.
What did you input?
Haven't done it yet.
Huh?
Haven't done it
I'm
yet.
going to run this
Because
for
the thing is 45.
45 seconds. This
47,
really is
that's for
seconds.
mine. But then what is
Big
that?
input like
You see on the top of the tab?
67%.
It's
And
constant.
who has flow?
So I'm thinking
About
that's
dampers open or close or valve.
Well, once you say that input, it uses that input the entire time. Is that what you're asking
Yeah,
about?
we have, I had 45-47, so I need to do 45 for 47.
Yeah. Another points in between. Yeah.
Look, first 3 seconds, nothing. 67% is the percentage input. This is the input value over here. 67% is this blue line, constant. Output's this red line. For the first 3 seconds, there was nothing. Then it all of a sudden started up and came back down. This is what we call the steady state. And in week 1 and week 2, your job is to find the steady state operating curve. This experiment is finished now. So, I'll tell you what, how about I show you how to analyze this, all right? I like to use Excel. Does anybody like to use something other than Excel? I'm going to click on this thing that says opens the text file in Excel. I'm going to say open. It says the file you are trying to open is in a different format than it's specified by the file extension. I know that. I'm tricking it. It has a file extension in XLS. So it'll open Excel, but it's not the right format. So I'll show you what that means. I'm going to click yes. There's it opens it up. There's the file. And so here's some header information in here. All this about boring stuff, but important sometimes. Date and time, name, location, user email, system flow, experiment constant, length, input, solenoid valve. And then it starts the important stuff, the time, the input value, and the output value that I'm going to graph. So let me show you how to do this. I'll do it again anytime you want me to. All this information that's in the header stuff is all in column A. I'm going to highlight that and move it over here. And then delete all these columns, these rows up here. I do that because here's what I want to do. Here's the way I like to graph in Excel. Highlight those 3 columns. And do I insert a graph? Insert a scatter graph. Always a scatter graph when we're doing this. gives me the choice of only markers, dots that is, markers with smooth lines. I hate smooth lines. Did you get that, Nathan? Smooth lines are for people in business. Here's one, smooth lines also. Oh, bar. Here's one, scatter with straight lines and markers. Yes! Everybody say yes!
Yes.
Such
That's
enthusiasm.
what I want to use. None of the smooth lines, Johnny. Now here's the legend over here. You see how much space that takes in my graphic area? I hate that. You get the idea I have opinions?
Man, look at the ideas overflowing with hatred.
You knew that, Nicholas, didn't you?
I did.
Okay. So I'm going to move this thing over here where it doesn't take so much space and make my graph bigger. Is that sweet? Say yes.
Yes.
All right. Now then, there's that line across there that interferes with the input value. I'm going to click on this thing here, right click, format legend, the fill. I'm going to make a solid fill and make it white. So now then, the legend doesn't get blocked out by that line that goes through. Also, I love vertical grid lines. I hate it when Excel doesn't give me vertical grid lines. You know how to get vertical grid lines? Pardon? Well, it's even easier than that. You click down here, add major grid lines. Set them major. Now I can tell where 5, 10, 15. Now, what happens between 25 and 30 seconds?
Nothing.
Nothing. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't want nothing. Format axis. Fix the maximum at 20. Was it 20 or 25?
25.
Oh, is that sweet?
Somewhat.
What? Now, I'd like another axis on here. So I'm going to click on this and say Format Data Series. Put that on a secondary axis. So there's an axis over on the right that is this line, flow the pounds per minute lines, and then there's an axis over here that says the input value line. So this is 67%, straight line input value, and this is 30-something. Pounds per minute over here. Now, what about labels on the axis? Don't you like labels on the axis? I do. So this ought to be time in seconds. This ought to be input value in percent. And this ought to be output in pounds per minute. Is it okay if I don't show you how to do that? I'd like you to do it. Anybody want me to show you how to do that? I can. Excellent. Now then, what I want to do, I want to draw an oval on that thing. You know how to do that? Design. I want to draw an oval on there.
Insert shape.
Oh, thank you. Insert
Shapes.
shape. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. So this area in here, I'm going to format the object so it's no fill. And the line style is pretty heavy. This area in here is what I want to get the average of. We're looking for the average steady state flow rate at this input value. Don't care about all this stuff. I have a phrase that you probably think is old-fashioned, it's called Bosch baloney. Where'd those cookies get to? They've been passing around? They all disappeared?
Oh, yeah, they're gone. What do you mean, I didn't mean them all.
You didn't need them all. I can look at you. So, I'll put that up there, that hydrant. Can I do that better? I need a higher chair so that I can see people over the top of the screen. Think I got a solution to this problem right now?
Big block of wood.
Put a chair under your chair.
I can stand up.
There's a chair on
For
board.
you. This one. So, from about, let's say 10 seconds, I don't need to be anal about this. Anybody know what anal means? Anal retentive, obsessive compulsive. I'm not gonna go back here to exactly 7.4 seconds. I'm gonna go from 10 to 25 seconds to get the average output and average input for that. I'm gonna go down here, I'm looking over in the left-hand column, which is time, until I get to 10 seconds. Okay. And I'm gonna put an equal sign here, average. And I'm gonna go from here all the way to the bottom. I'm dragging down, I'm clicking that square, and I'm dragging down till this thing over on the left-hand side says 25, or something close to it. I'll let go of that and hit enter. And amazingly, the average showed up with four significant figures. I mean, four digits, decimal digits. Ain't that? You knew that, didn't you? Kind of something about significant figures? All right, so how do I decide how many significant figures is appropriate? Standard deviation. I have plenty of validity in standard deviation because there's over 29 data points I have there. So I'm going to get the standard deviation. And do those same data points. And the standard deviation is 0.9. All right, let me tell you this about standard deviation. I only care when standard deviation is about one significant figure. I'm going to trim that down to one significant figure, 0.9. All that other stuff is below. With me, Mary? And then I'm going to express this in terms of significant figures as no more significant figures than the standard deviation allows. So standard deviation has 1 point after the decimal place, that's all I'm allowing me in the average.